This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, welcome back to Veterans Memorial Stadium. Bill Dooley along with Jason Main. Jason, good to have you along for color tonight.
You.
How you
thank
doing?
You. It's great to be here.
All right, we have the players. The players right now, Jason, are shaking hands with the veterans, and really cool. I was talking to some of the veterans before the game. They were excited to actually get to shake hands with the players, and the color guard will be out there during the national anthem.
I think they're from both sides, St. John's and Cadillac, the veterans.
Yes, any veterans from the stadium or whatever, they asked them to come down there, so that was really nice.
Yeah.
They're also going to be having a World War II veterans in a couple weeks. That'll be at the library, and that's going to be a neat thing. They were talking to us about that. That'll be coming up soon on CCTV. While we have a second here, Jason, we've got St. John's Red Wings coming to town. They lost a close one to Lansing Eastern last week, 21-20.
Yeah, I talked to Cody a little bit, and he said Lansing Eastern had some fast kids. It was a track meet for them at times, and a couple of them just took off, and they couldn't catch them. But I actually walked past some of the St. John's players earlier, and they have some big kids.
Yeah, when you look at some of the sizes on there, and Lansing Eastern has some Division I potential on their team. All right, we got our veterans. A nice round of applause from all of our fans here from St. John's and Cadillac.
Yep. High school does a good job with that. They do the Veterans Assembly in the spring, and it's pretty neat. The whole school gets into it. The students dress up. They bring kids from all the elementaries and everything, so it's a pretty special time.
Now we have our PA announcer, Jason Johnstone. We'll listen into Jason here.
All those who have previously served or who are actively serving in the armed forces by having a parent, relative, or loved one stand up in recognition and honor of their service to our country.
Now they're asking anybody in the crowd to stand that has had a loved one in the service. So.
Couldn't ask for a better night, could you?
Picture perfect. Now for our national anthem, the Cadillac Marching Band, led by Mr. Mike Filkins.
Let us now honor and respect their efforts in our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. Active and retired military, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart, as the Cadillac Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Mike Filkins, performs tonight's national anthem.
Beautiful rendition by the Cadillac Vikings marching band, led by Mr. Mike Filkins, our veterans at midfield. Quite a sight here with the lake in the background.
It is.
Jason,
Hey, the field looks great.
Field is in excellent condition. We're playing football on a Thursday night, the last day of August. Hard to believe the summer is disappearing fast.
Quickly. School.
We have something new tonight that we're going to introduce. We're going to be doing player profiles during the course of the game, so we'll try and get 4 Cadillac seniors going here during each quarter. We want to just let you know that Jason Main was a former freshman football coach here at Cadillac. He was also assistant coach for the varsity football team. Jason is now coaching Pop Warner, and he is the 5th grade teacher for science and social studies at Mackinac Trail. So you're keeping busy, aren't you?
Yep, we got started this Tuesday, and Pop Warner's actually been going for a couple weeks, and I think that's harder than the high school. No, actually, they're both pretty fun, and the years that I spent coaching here in Cadillac, have some of the best memories that I have are with those guys and those players, and a lot of times I miss it, especially like a night like tonight.
Yeah.
But
well, you're still involved in football, and nothing saying that at some point you might slide back in here. I was talking to Coach Todd Baker before, and he said, good thing you got Maine. He says he'll talk a little bit more than I will. So I said, yeah, we may have to cut him off at times.
That's right. So we must have lost the toss. Did they defer to the second half?
Not sure, but anyway, St. John's will be kicking off. They'll be kicking off from the north to south. Slight breeze shouldn't be much of a factor here tonight. The Vikings have Cooper Benson, and I believe that's Tip Baker also back to receive. And Jason, if we can get a number on the kicker.
I think he's number 4, Bill. Peyton Workman, number 4.
Okay.
He's a senior.
Yep. One of their star running backs.
Yep.
2 touchdowns last week for Peyton. All right, we are ready to go here. Peyton with a low kick, and that'll go right out of bounds at the 30.
A lot of teams seem to be trying to do that little squib kick rather than kick it deep to somebody that can return it. And unfortunately for St. John's, it went out of bounds. So it looks like we'll get it at the 35.
So that's just a 5-yard walk-off then when it goes out of bounds?
I think it goes right to the 35 no matter what.
Okay.
Unless they want them to re-kick it. Then they'd move it back 5 yards. Yep.
So the Vikings will get going on their own 35.
Yep.
Welcome to 26 Sports and CCTV. Jason Main along with Bill Dooley bringing you the action. And the Vikings with center Ryan Cox and quarterback Tip Baker. There's a handoff off the left side. Nice job there by Jared McDaniel up to the 40.
Tip makes a pretty good read on that. He kind of gets his eyes on that defensive end, and then if he comes, he gives it to him, and pretty impressive for a sophomore to be able to come in and do that.
Yeah, and last week we had Keegan Brooks who started the game. Halftime Tip came in, did a nice job, and they're going to go with Tip Baker. And Keegan and Tip had a great connection there on a pass down the sideline. So keeper there, Baker tossed it off to left, up the sidelines at the 50, knocked out of bounds. That was number 44.
That's Seth Olson. Yeah. Nice. Keegan is a good athlete, and not having him as quarterback allows him to get a couple athletes on the field with him and Tip, and he did a good job at quarterback too, but almost we can utilize 2 weapons now with him at receiver.
Yeah, I was going to say that's nice to have that ability on that wide receiver.
Yeah. They call this the flex bone offense, and I don't know, it's a methodical offense, but you never know when one could break.
Baker with a keep up the middle, plowing his way all the way to the 45 of St. John's. Another nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, he got about 6 yards, and mostly because that offensive line just gets behind him and kind of pushes along.
We've got Jake Kohani, number 75, on the front line. Sam Platt, 58. Of course, Ryan Cox is the center. We'll try and get you as many names and numbers as the game goes along. It is now 2nd down and 4 for the Vikings. In motion is Olsen. There's a give right up the middle. And minimal gain.
Number 70 is a big guy for St. John's, Tyler Secord.
Yeah.
St. John's tends to put more guys on the wide side of the field. Looks like the last 3 times Cadillac has run the weak side here.
So they've got Secord is lining up over center, like a nose tackle. Number 30 out there, Clayton Cowich on the left side.
Yep. So they put 3 D linemen on our right side. So and Coach Mallory's elected to keep coming this way.
There's a keeper for Tip Baker up over the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Nice gain there by Baker and a 1st down.
Jared McDaniel did a great job there, faking it, took out the whole defensive end, and
Vikings chewing up some time here and gaining some good ground on every play.
yeah, this type of offense, has time of possession as one of their main factors, and just methodically 5 yards at a time.
And we could see a lot of running tonight because St. John's is they are heavily oriented to the run game. In motion is Benson. He'll get the pitch out. Benson cutting the right corner, cutting up the middle, and he's down over the 35 to the 34. Another nice run on 1st down.
Yeah, second and 5. Hey, those are good plays to get on 1st down.
And
2nd and 4.
And they're utilizing several different players right off the bat,
Yep.
Jason.
Hey, you never know though. Like this is a good down to take a shot downfield with Keegan. If he makes a mistake, he can still have a couple downs to get it. 4 down territory probably.
Tip Baker under center. We got a flag down by the referee.
Looks like on them encroachment.
Yep. And that's a little different in high school. If you line up into that neutral zone right off the bat, you can't jump
Correct.
back onside,
Yep.
right?
When that cadence starts, if he's in the neutral zone, automatic for 1st down right there.
So 1st down for the Vikings. The chain gang will move them up. And tonight we have Greg Erickson, Nick Jacobson, Mike Dolak, and Brad Hellowell on the chains. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 29. In motion is Benson. Baker with a keeper up the right side. On his feet to the 20.
8 yards, good play.
Boy, you love to see that as a coach with 2nd down and 4 or 3.
There's a tendency to want to score and throw a pass here or whatever, but sometimes it's best just keep pounding sand, doing what you're doing.
Stick to the game plan.
Yep. 2nd and 3.
All right. 2nd and 3 on the 22. Vikings have a nice drive going here. Motion is Benson. Give right up the middle. Tackled there. Trying to see 77.
Looks like he got it.
1st down for the Vikings. Yeah, they're moving the change. And I think number 77, Kyler McNamara, 6'2", 250 junior on the tackle.
Hey, they still run to the short side of the field, and apparently St. John's hasn't adjusted to it yet.
Ball is placed on the 16.
Oh.
Baker with the handoff to McDaniel. McDaniel, I think he's got another 4 or 5. Dorn is playing. Jacob Dorn, he's their big linebacker, Jason. He just got cleared from a knee injury.
Yeah,
so
6'3", 245, so he's a big kid.
Yeah. He's one of
Looks like we're going to call a timeout here.
Timeout. So, Jason, we got a second here. Why don't we do our first player profile of the game?
Yeah, the first one actually is Cooper Benson. He's number 2 back there. He was on kickoff and starting running back. Cooper's parents are Scott and Leslie Benson. Besides playing football, Cooper is actually on the varsity basketball team and golf team. One of his favorite activities is hanging out with his friends. His favorite football player is Tom Brady. He'd like to go to college after high school, play basketball, get a degree in athletic training or physical therapy. So congratulations, Cooper, for being one of our profile players tonight.
All right, Cooper, congratulations. Vikings are out of the timeout here. It's on the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 5. We've got 7:17 to go here in the first quarter. No score.
I think that was an official timeout, Bill. That's why they restarted the clock.
Okay. There's a keeper by Baker up the right side. He'll make it almost down to the 5.
Hey, perfect. Got a first down, looks like. Be first and goal at the 4.
Number 5, it looked like Jacob Dorn, and also number 70. That was Tyler Secord on the tackle.
First and goal at the 4. Good thing about this drive is no penalties. Hey, those are usually drive killers, but Cadillac's done a good job keeping their feet still on that motion.
All right, St. John's is piling them up on the line. Handoff is to McDaniel. McDaniel fighting right near the 2-yard line, and it's a big scrum there. They finally knock him back. No touchdown. It's right around the 1-yard line. Good job by McDaniel keeping his momentum going as long as possible. 2nd and goal. What are we at, the 1-yard line?
At the 1, yep.
Okay.
One of the best things about this is a over 6-minute drive, and St. John's offense is kept off the field.
Now it's time, if you're an offensive coordinator, you want to stick it in the end zone.
Just
at
put
this
it
point.
in.
You want to put it in. All right, from the 1-yard line, Tip Baker. He's going to keep it plowing forward. We're waiting for the sign from the referees.
Looks like he's short about the 1-foot line.
Yep, they're going to mark it. It's got to be at the 1 foot or less, because close to breaking the plane, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from inches out.
This is where those big guys get hard to move. They just get on the ground and start crawling.
This is where a play a lot of times where you just, tap, like for Ryan Cox, maybe your center, and just go on a quick count here. All right, 3rd down and inches.
I might find Jake Gohani and say, hey, I'm going to hide behind you, buddy.
That's right. In motion is Olsen. Here's a give up the middle. Touchdown, Vikings. Great drive. Methodically down the field, Jason. What an impressive drive to start the game against a good St. John's team.
Hey, number 10, Emma Lloyd, coming on to kick the extra point.
See if we can see that one on a replay. Alrighty, Emma Lloyd, and Keegan Brooks is going to hold for Emma. The ball is down. Lloyd with the ball and up. It is good right through the middle.
Good kick.
7-0 Vikings.
Hey, much better start than last week.
Absolutely. We're actually going to take a look at this, see who got that key block. That was Jared McDaniel on the touchdown, right?
Yep, I think so.
At the 5:19 mark, Jared McDaniel. And here's the replay. Yeah, slashed in right off the left, right up the middle there. Good job by Jared McDaniel. Good work by the camera crew on that one, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter.
Looked like Andrew Peters had a nice block on that play. But Andrews is a 5'10 senior, number 64.
See if we can get our quick sponsors in here, Jason.
We have quite a few: Cadillac Castings, Cadillac Tire, Napa Auto Parts, with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, Lake City Materials, the Walkley Agency, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Douglas, and Pizza Plus.
All right, a big thanks to all of our sponsors to help bring you this sports presentation. Vikings, Emma Lloyd getting ready to kick off.
Yeah. Emma does a great job finding that open spot. Last week she put about 3 of those pooch kicks right over the head. Nope, didn't get enough of that one.
Going to be taken by number 3, Cole Thomas, the up man, and he's buried there by a sea of Vikings right around the 37-yard line. So that's where Colton Powell and the Red Wings will take over.
Yeah, looks like Tip Baker and Seth Olsen got him.
And most of the times last week, Emma was doing that short kick towards the sidelines, and there wasn't much of a return last week for Big Rapids.
You know, that's a weapon to have as a kicker that can put it where you want to go. Here's St. John's with a fairly hurry-up offense.
Colton Powell, the quarterback, hand off to Connor Neer, number 23. Connor Neer carrying some players all the way up for a first down near midfield.
Connor's a big kid, 6'1", 200 pounds, and he gets ahead of steam. It takes a couple to bring him down.
Yeah, they had a trio with Connor Neer and Joey Kratzer and then Peyton Workman. So they basically will try and grind it out too.
Yep. Well, hey, Cadillac's got to tackle low and join in.
All right, quick snap over to Neer off the right side, fighting for yards, but good job by Tip Baker to single-handedly pull him back.
St. John's does a good job of faking the football. They fake to the fullback, give to the running back, and quarterback keeps his fake too.
Tyler Secord, number 70, is the center for St. John's. Coming in with the play is Colton Powell.
One thing Cadillac needs to do is be ready. St. John's hustles up to the line of scrimmage, and they're running a play quick. It's hard to make a read on where they're.
Boy, they snap it as soon as they get it. Give right up the middle. It
looks
like
good hit.
Couldn't tell was that Peyton Workman, but somebody stuck him right at the 44. So you get off the ground there. Is that number 9? Was that Cole Flint?
Yep, Cole.
So, we had Keegan Neller carrying that ball to the middle. Number 32.
Looked like Sam Platt got him too, number 58.
All right.
But
17 is Luke Pirtle. He's split out to the left. Handoff goes to Connor Neer. Neer spinning, making his way down to the 36. Another nice gain and a first down for the Red Wings.
Yeah, he's a load to bring down, isn't he?
Yeah. And they've got some size, too, on that. Like I said, the offensive line is experienced, and they've got size to boot. First down from the 38. It is 7-0 Cadillac here in the first quarter with 3:30 to go. Jason Main, along with Bill Dooley, bringing the game on 26 Sports and CCTV.
One thing Cadillac has to do is account for everybody in that offense, not just look for the ball. Because
there's a pitch out to the right. Connor Neer is stacked up there by the Vikings 42. And driven back.
Alec Barcheski got him.
Barcheski had a good game last week too. He's a sophomore, right, Jason? I think Alec is a sophomore.
Yeah, he is a sophomore.
Yeah. And also Owen Klaus, another sophomore, number 60. Or no, he's a junior.
He's a junior, yep.
And he had a very good defensive game last week.
Yep. Barcheski and Tip Baker are the couple sophomores up right now.
All right, coming up to the line are the Red Wings. 2nd down and 8 from the 37. There's a pitch out to the left to Connor Neer. Connor Neer kind of runs into his own man, and then the Vikings will pile on. Not much, right?
Nope. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and long. Tip Baker got him.
He was thinking about cutting wide, and then nice play by the Cadillac player to force that blocker into his path. We want to thank our sponsors again for helping out, and we will let people know out there if you do want to be one of the sponsors. We'll give you that information here in just a moment. Pirtle out to the left.
They got trips.
It's got trips with the split end. Back to pass now is Powell. Powell looking over the middle.
Oh,
it's
tipped.
Might have been Baker with the tip, looking for Connor Neer. 4th down.
A good thing he was open too. That's a tough short side of the field with 3 receivers there. Yeah, not much room to operate.
Right. 4th down, and let's see what they're going to do here.
Looks like they're going to go for it unless it's a quick kick, but
Powell is in the shotgun formation, and he's got, who is that, 32, Keegan Neller next to him.
Peyton Workman and Clayton Cowich out here.
Now Powell stepping back, looking downfield. There's a pass over the top of Peyton Workman. He had him open for a second there, didn't he?
Good coverage by Keegan. It It would have had to been right on the money, but overthrew him. Vikings take over.
Good job by the defense of the
A
Vikings.
good defensive series. After that first couple plays, it's like, geez, they're settled down and made some tackles.
And now anybody out there who is interested in being a sponsor, you can call the sales team at 231-577-1844, or you can email sales@mynews26.com. That's sales@mynews26.com. Love to have you aboard. They'll take care of it if you give them a call. All right, the Vikings will start on their own 35. 7-0 lead with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Almost movement there. Up the middle, I couldn't tell. Jason, was that McDaniel?
Yep, number 11. He got a gain of about 6 yards, 7 yards. Man, those those 2nd and 3 plays or downs are great.
Yeah, they have had several of these nice 2nd and short. It's actually going to count at 2nd and 3. Keegan Brooks, who is also one of our player profiles tonight, is split out to the left. And referees.
Looks like that. Yep, ref's calling a equipment timeout for number 5.
That's Jacob Dorn.
Perfect. Let's get him off the field.
Back on is Peyton Workman for defense. He's one of the, okay, so 3 out there. That's Cole Thomas is playing in the safety.
Good down Vikings, to throw it.
Yeah. There's a pitch out to the left to Olsen. Olsen strips away 1, and then he's buried at the 43, so not much.
Yep. Owen Klaus had trouble with that guy's shot across, but that's a good thing. Still 3rd and short.
Clayton Koach, the senior, 6 foot 195, made the tackle.
Good crowd tonight. Came out for the game on a pretty gorgeous night. When's the last time the first 2 games people had to have sweatshirts on?
Yeah, it definitely has a fall feeling. The Vikings will counter to Cooper Benson out to the right. Benson, he's got some room and fights his way to the 50 for a first down. Beautiful run by Benson. You know who made that saving tackle out there? Was that number 10?
I didn't see, actually.
Okay. Might have been 10, Joey Kratzer, or 11, Carson Vandenberg. We'll give them both a little helper on that.
Play results in a Viking first down.
So
you don't see a lot of those type of plays in this offense. You know, every 10 plays they try to bust one outside.
And they've pitched to Benson twice now on the right, and it's been very successful. In motion is Benson. There's a keeper by Tip Baker, and he's got great yardage all the way down to the 41. So far, the Red Wings defense is having trouble stopping the run.
Yep. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. Looks like it's going to be quarter, Bill.
All right. 14 seconds. Are they going to they stop the clock? No. Okay, they're going to run it. Not sure what they're doing. If there was a timeout or
the ref's telling them wind it. So.
Okay. All right. We will let you know that at the end of the first quarter, it is the Cadillac Vikings 7 and the St. John's Red Wings nothing. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be right back with the second quarter.